love your cross.
Oh, thank you very much. Look at that. I guess we got something in common, huh?
Absolutely.
What, I don't know if can I coach in the NFL if I got a cross?
I think you can do anything you want if you got a cross. You know why?
Why is that?
You're never alone.
Never alone.
You're never alone.
Absolutely.
I got the power of Jesus when I walk across that field. Nothing like it.
Nothing like it. Folks, if you don't recognize this face, because yesterday I didn't. I was sitting here, standing on the side, and I said, hey, guys, that guy looks like Jerry Glanville. And one guy says to me, you know why he looks like Jerry Glanville? That is him.
I hear that. I'll go all over the country. I was in New York, and a guy said, anybody ever tell you look like Jerry Glanville? And I always say, I hear that all the time. Just keep on walking.
So tell me, what's been going on with Coach Glanville?
Well, I've moved because I'm doing a couple things. I'm a volunteer in what's called Lockdown on the Outside. It's a youth prison ministry. And we got kids in Tennessee from 15 through 18 that are incarcerated in prison. And we go up there, and 1 year we baptized 6 of them. 1 year we baptized 12. Some years we don't get anybody. But if you get one to listen, one to grab a hold, one to find the power, you keep going back.
And you get one big difference made in someone's life.
Huge difference. And unfortunately, with the kids I work with, when they're released, majority of the time they're dead in 6 months. And the only way that you can overcome that is with Jesus. You can't overcome that by yourself. And if they go home and they join the gang, rejoin the gang, they're killed. If they go home and do not join the gang, they're killed. You can't go home. You have to change your surroundings. You have to change the people you're with. And it's all about making the right choice. It's all about knowing who's got the right answer.
Coach, other than our crosses, we do have some other things in common. I did some mentoring in my hometown and trying to get out there and make a difference. And you said something very well just a minute ago. Bringing the kids to you, they can spend a couple hours a day, those type of things. But when they go home or go back to that neighborhood, they tend to fall right back into the same things that are so common to them. And doing that, it really frustrated me, because you spend so much time, and then all of a sudden, they go back home, and then right back where you left off again.
Unfortunately, it's I try to teach you, only you, nobody else is responsible for every choice, every decision you make. And if you make the wrong choice, there's consequences. There's results that you don't want. And for the earthly gratification, whatever choice you're making, looks like fun to go do this, but the real fun is when you get in the box, when you're in the coffin and they close that baby down on you. Are you alone? Are you alone, or does Jesus say, welcome home? And I teach, if you make the right choices and walk with the light, when they put you in the box, you're off to a new adventure. It's not over. Why would I do 3 months of this and give up life forever? I won't. And that's the message.
So I didn't ask. So what is the name of the program? This is your program, something that you've created yourself?
No, it was started by a guy named Thurman Kinnebrew. It's called Lockdown on the Outside. And we want to keep young kids from going to prison, and the kids in prison, we want to keep them from coming back. We're in Knoxville, Tennessee. If you look at Lockdown on the Outside, we're in Knoxville, Tennessee, and our prison's up in Dandridge, Tennessee. And what if you save one kid? Just one.
Just one.
That's one.
Well, I think if you save just one, then it always becomes more than one, because if that one has a child, now he knows and understands better at being an adult or a man or a father, and then try to teach that son some responsibilities about life. So when you help one or make a difference in one, it turns out maybe that's the ending point of a cyclical issue where the son learned certain things from dad and is kind of passed on and on and on. But when you save one, it always turns into each generation thereafter.
I think the fun for me, and we'll think we helped one, and he'll drift away. Nobody on this earth doesn't make a mistake. Have I always walked in the light every minute, every day? Absolutely not. I'll go over there. I'll go do something I shouldn't. But God is great. When I come back and I say, I ask for forgiveness, God will listen. If I send you to the get an ice cream cone, you got to take a ticket, you got to wait your turn. If we're checking out of the grocery store, try to find a line where it's not too busy, get in there. But if you want to talk to Jesus Christ, there's no line, there's no number. You're next, it's your turn, you're up.
Hey, just make the call, right?
Make the call. So here I am, I'm not doing right, I'm over here. I tell them all, whatever you've done wrong, I've been there, I've done it. I am not Father Flanagan's. First, I am not a Father Flanagan, but I know if I get back with Jesus, I know if God says he's come back again, I will forgive him. And I'll try again. And I may slip again, I hope not. But with his grace, he allows me back.
Fantastic. You know, this interview went in a direction that was that's a little bit opposite of what I was thinking. But it's an absolutely wonderful interview. This is a side of Jerry Glanville that me, for example, I think of Houston. I think of Atlanta. I think of MC Hammer on the sideline. I remember the fun. I remember Dion, right? And your famous quote, "Not for long."
Well, we had a lot of fun along the way. And we look back, we did so many things, we're so blessed. I tell everybody, you think God wasn't in my corner? I never had a job. My mom all the years I coached, my mom would say, you ever going to go to work? Now, I was at my place of enjoyment 17 hours a day. I got out of bed and never went to work. I went to something I loved. Doing that here right now. I'm here doing my love.
So, and that's one of the questions I wanted to ask. I mean, I see you here, so what are you hoping to accomplish here? What's the goal of being here?
You should be in my meetings when we get away from football. Today I said, let your dreams be bigger than your fears. Don't be afraid I'm going to give up a touchdown. Don't be afraid I'm going to miss a tackle. Let your dreams be bigger than your fears. Ask Jesus to walk with you. Don't listen to anybody tell you can't do anything, because I'm listening to God. I can do it. He is with me. The power is here. One time, I was in Mobile, Alabama, and 6 kids, I came out of a restaurant at 1 in the morning, and they want to know what I was holding. In Mobile, what are you holding? What do you got? I said, you 6 won't believe this. Whatever I'm holding, I'm willing to share. Because who's inside of me, you need inside of you. If this is a robbery, this is fantastic. I get to give Jesus Christ to everybody that wants something.
Yeah.
You can't buy it, brother.
You absolutely can't.
You're the
Jerry,
best.
thank you very much for taking the time to come over and speak with me. I'd love to learn a little bit more about the organization.
Lockdown on the outside, we all we do is try to save one kid.
But it turns into the next generation.
You've been lifting weights. Get on those dips and build that tricep.
That's it. That was Jerry Glanville, folks. Thank you very much.